knew it wasn't going to make it.
I just feel bad.
That's okay. I don't even like doing it.
No, it's not even I feel bad for that. I just feel bad for having you wait for my proud, stubborn moments.
Good. That's why I yelled at you.
I just wanted you to get fiery. Hey, everybody.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Best of 5 podcast with Chris and G.
This is episode 10, isn't it?
I think it is episode 10. We hit the double dig, bro.
We made it. Yeah, so I'll give you guys a little backstory as to what's happened in the past 4 hours. So we got to the studio pretty early. We had to make a couple of updates to the studio. And me being the stubborn person that I am, I want everything fixed then and there before I work with anything else. And Chris is just like, we can just work on it later because it's not necessary. And I feel bad now because I just got so.
He feels bad because I was right.
Well, he has to also. Well, he wasn't right. More so, it's just the fact that
I was right.
He has to go snowboarding at 4 a.m. tomorrow, and I just feel bad about that. So
yeah,
Chris,
now we're gonna be here like 3 hours later.
Chris, I'm sorry. I love you, and I'm sorry.
It's all right. Mostly, I'm still mad, but it's okay.
I'm hoping we get some really topics that just trigger him, so you guys can see the worst of Chris. Just berating me,
or the best, dude.
But we hope you guys had a wonderful week from last time we've heard you, or you've heard us, I should say, because I haven't heard any of you guys.
Yeah, where are your comments and likes at, bros?
Yeah, we need you. We want you. We need you. And we want you.
G said that, not me. I would like you, but I don't need you.
Let me try to do my Chris voice. I don't know if I can.
All right, G's best Chris impression. Ready?
I'm trying to match her voice, and I don't think I can't find it. Oh, okay. No. Okay. Yeah. No. See, now I just sound like
you went super nasally. I don't think I'm that nasally. But
you went super nasally. I don't really think I go that nasally. It's just it's all here. Yeah. Whatever.
I don't think it's all in the nasals, dude. I don't think I sound nasally. I might.
The nazies?
I'm all sick all the time, apparently.
He just has allergies year round.
Yeah, for real.
This is wait, Christmas is next week, huh?
Is it?
Yeah. So this is the podcast, the one before Christmas. So
yeah, because when's Christmas? Friday?
Happy Hanukkah, though. I know it's still Hanukkah.
Started.
All right, let's get this started.
Round one.
Oh, okay. All right, next topic, or first topic, I should say. Mountain versus beaches. What are your thoughts, Chris?
I have this conversation a lot, actually, because my brother has lived on the coast and in the Gulf of Mexico and Florida. So he's definitely has been to a lot of beaches where he used to live. And I don't know, I've had a conversation with him. He's on my side. He'd much rather have mountains than be next to the beach, almost exclusively.
I think it's difficult to say because I've only grown up or lived around places that have mountains. And the moments that I haven't, I miss them. So it's just naturally a part of me now. And
you frolicked in the ocean before, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've been to the ocean, and the ocean's dope.
No, not been to. Have you specifically frolicked in the ocean?
Frolic.
Because if you don't frolic in the ocean, then I don't know if your opinion can count.
Sure. I don't even know what that really kind of means.
I
just imagine the sound of music,
yeah, through a field of wheat.
Even just water, just that's all I picture.
Yeah, I mean it's exactly
that.
I
totally have.
Just
not as
I don't
sound of music-y.
For me, it's I don't know. The beach always somebody always comes home sunburned, no matter how much sunscreen they put on, and there's only certain things to do at the beach.
But if you lived at the beach, wouldn't you get used to that?
I mean, getting sunburned, or
yeah,
I guess.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's only certain things you can do at the beach. Play in the ocean. You can go most of the time. You can't really surf in most spots. You have to actually go to those spots. But yeah, I don't know. If you go take the family to the ocean, you have a little picnic. And then you play in the ocean for 5 hours and then go home.
So here's my thought about it. I love,
and the ocean's gross too, dude.
I mean, yeah, fish fucking it.
Water? Don't touch the stuff.
Don't touch the stuff. I would say that mountains are, I mean, they're near and dear to my heart because I grew up around them. Not to say that I don't go all the time. It's probably if I'm actually in the mountains, probably twice or 3 times a year. If it's a hike, I don't really count it because it's usually in the foothills at that point.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I guess I'm super biased right now too.
No, for sure.
Tomorrow.
I mean, I love the ocean. I love ocean sunsets. I love the smell of them.
Oh, let's go back to sunsets. Let's touch on that. Ocean sunsets or mountain sunsets?
Mountain sunsets, 100%.
Okay, so then you can just scratch out ocean sunsets there on best comparative.
Well, they're beautiful for sure, but what I love about mountain sunsets is that they always give you a different color and they always give you a different emotion. I feel with
yeah, you
ocean,
can get the orangey and pink kind of stuff coming.
And I feel with an ocean sunset, I mean they're cool. They're really beautiful and mesmerizing. Don't get me wrong, but they just don't beat a Colorado sunset.
Yeah.
And not only that, here's the biggest thing about the ocean is that I feel like it has to be a very specific spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like I couldn't live like in Maine and like be like, oh, I love the ocean. It's just like, well, this is kind of cold. This is kind of weird. Like I want to get in, but I really want to get in. And then if you go to Miami, it's like too humid, so you're just like, this is kind of gross. And then it's Miami, so it's really pretentious. It's not as pretty. Cancun is like extremely humid, and you're just like, like this is cool and it's blue waters, but also like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And then, but like for me, like San Diego beaches are my favorite because
I would agree on that.
it does have like that ocean breeze and it's not too humid and it just feels right. So if we're talking San Diego like beaches, like I'm all for it. If it's anything else outside of that, like it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But also like the ocean's green.
Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico. So frolicked in
Frolicked.
Yeah, both oceans off the coast and in the Gulf of Mexico. So I've pretty much been around the block a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Gulf of Mexico, that water is super warm and it just makes me feel like a little uneasy just how like warm it is. I'm like, am I taking a bath?
How many people peed in this thing to make it this warm?
Yeah. And then there's all the algae because of the temperature. So yeah, that water is like super green. Yeah, it's super weird, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, and then there's like different beaches that have like different rocks that don't make it like as fun. Like if it's like a rocky beach, you're like, this is kind of stupid.
Yeah, the beach where my brother lived off of, I forget what beach it was.
We're just shitting on beaches. Right
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, the beach my brother lived off of, the sand was super fine. So it was a super fun beach, like to walk around with no shoes on and stuff. So I like that a lot. But the spot he lived at in California, it was a cool beach, like scenery.
Yeah.
But it was Northern California, so it was like all rocky and the water was too cold to play in like most of the time. Frolic in.
The frolic. I feel like most mountains have an adventure that you can go to, that you can do, right?
Yeah.
So like I want to go to like Death Valley, and those mountains kind of suck. Or like the mountains in El Paso, like I'd never go on a hike on those. But you look
The
at like
hills in El Paso.
those are mountains over there. The hills in Austin, the hills they call the mountains. I'm like, no, these are fucking hills.
Yeah.
I think the highest peak is like 800 feet above sea level or something like that. Something stupid. Like the highest point in Austin is like super like.
Well, like you also have to look at like the actual like vertical elevation from ground to the peak.
Yeah.
And a lot of Colorado peaks are 14ers. Or not a lot, but we have the most 14ers in the United States, but a lot of them only have like 800 feet. Of
the incline isn't as bad as like Mount, like, what is it? Mount St. Helens or Olympus, I think, in Washington.
Yeah.
Like that's, if you ever get a chance to see that, because that's a 14er and you're just like, why does this look so much bigger than the Colorado mountains?
Because it starts slower, you know?
Yeah, it's wild.
That's why like elevation, I'm kind of just like, yeah, whatever. Because it really depends where the mountain starts from the ground to the top.
Yeah.
Because there's a 14er in what's that? Is it Elbert that you can drive to the top of?
Mount Elbert and where?
Here in Colorado.
Oh,
there's a 14er here that you can literally take a road to the top of.
Maybe.
Well, you used to. I don't know if it was part of the
in
whole
this economy.
Well, the whole fire things that happened.
Jesus, yeah.
How are those fires doing, by the way? You know?
They're gone. They're officially.
Are they good?
They're officially
that's
gone.
Awesome.
But yeah, I love mountains, man. I mean, and not only that, you also get seasons around this area in this time, and the scenery changes, and that's the beautiful thing about Colorado and mountains is that the scene will always change for you.
Well, kind of going on the seasons, man. Mountains are like open year round. The beach you can only really enjoy in the summertime.
Yeah.
But the mountains, like summertime, you can go hiking. Wintertime, you got your winter sports.
Snowboard.
Yeah. So I think that's a plus for mountains too, is you can enjoy the mountains any time of the year. Like even the same spots, like you can go to Breckenridge and snowboard in like on the same like mountain range as you can hike.
Yeah, I do like mountain biking.
Yeah.
I really wonder what someone who like grew up in oceans would say about this.
Oh,
I really wish
probably
we
100%
had someone
disagree. Yeah.
like, bro, you can like surf and get like that gnar like year round and yeah.
I've known quite a few people from like the California, like San Diego area.
Oh,
we forgot to turn off the beep.
Hey!
We peaked a little bit on that.
That's okay. Cool. Well, if you guys like beaches instead of mountains, let us know because I would love to hear your arguments.
Yeah, definitely hit me up on Facebook if you like beaches more than mountains so I can unfriend you and never talk to you again.
Jesus. Looking at you, Steve.
I left time for him to respond, but I don't think he's yelling at his phone.
You better be.
Yeah. All right, move on to the next topic.
Yes, sir.
Round 2.
All right, the next topic is millennials versus everyone else. All right, G, what do you think about that?
So millennials, you would consider
Anybody?
from like 80 to like
It's a
96?
little bit later than 80s. It's like 82 to 84 area. It's about 96 to 98. There's always huge arguments online about who is and who isn't a millennial.
It's all about that number.
Yeah.
Just because you're born in the 80s, you're like, no. I was like, dude, you didn't experience the 80s. Shut up. You were 6.
Yeah, dude, I was born in 89 and I'm technically an 80s baby, but I literally was born in August of 89. So I had 3 months. At the end of August, 2 months.
Yeah, it's hard. I think it's one of those doing it again. I think it's one of those things where we grew up in an age that that the world was changing, like society wise.
I can see that.
And so we understand, for the most part, we understand how it was and how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you think of like technology and like something as simple as like renting movies, right?
Yeah.
Which I know sounds super like idiotic and simple, but it makes a huge difference. Like going to Blockbuster and only having like 4 days to watch this movie and then returning it back, and now you can just stream everything.
Yeah.
Like just that mindset has just changed everything. And so I think that because everything is so immediate, we expect change to be immediate as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it just like, I understand why a lot of people don't like us, but then it's also one of those things where doesn't that happen with every generation?
I can see that. I think the problem really comes from that most of us are like late 20s or like mid 30s now. So we're like the adults of society.
Yeah.
And we have very strong opinions and have no problems expressing all of those opinions.
Because it's easier.
Yeah, exactly. And we're like Gen X, they're kind of like aged out of social media, but they're still there, you know, because they're like the youngest or like 40s or almost 40. So social media wasn't really a part of their upbringing. And when it first came out, they were probably like, oh, that's baby stuff.
Do we blame social media for having such a separation between generations?
I honestly think Gen Z and millennials are the closest generations. Because if you look at like boomers and Gen X's, there's still a huge difference between them. And then Gen X and us, there's still a huge difference between
I
them.
wouldn't say there's a huge difference.
I mean, they're like the outdoor, rugged, like played outside till the lights came on, and we like had a taste of that. But mostly it's like, cool, I'm gonna go play like my Halo on Xbox now instead of go outside.
See,
like we were kind of the beginning of that.
I don't know if that's true though, because I didn't really do that. Mainly because I didn't have an Xbox, but it was also one of those things where I enjoyed being outside. And I think it's crazy that
all of us did, but we were the first where Xbox Live came out.
Yeah.
Peak, like Xbox Live was arguably like early form of social media. It wasn't really media, but like a new way to socialize on the internet.
Yeah.
In a different way. You know, like over video games. Like you could do it online computer games for a long time, but it brought it more to the masses and the casual gamers.
It's hard, man. Like I said, I think the world's changing and we were just a part of it.
Yeah.
And it's
And I don't know what that was. Yeah.
But no, like even something as simple as like the political like aspect of it too. I think it does say a lot as to how much we've grown apart from the past generations, because we know how to use social media better. We know how to use technology better.
Yeah.
And because of that, I think there's that separation, that like anger amongst both generations, being like, you don't understand us. And then it's like, well, you don't understand us either.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's just this confusing, like rotating thing where no one's willing just to like explain it or just like have like that like compassion to understand that someone who's like born in the 1940s is going to have a completely different mindset, because our world was completely different.
Yeah.
Up until like 92 is when the internet started, or like 92 or 93.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Like,
and I guess it's really mostly boomers versus millennials.
No, it's everyone else, because
Gen X doesn't really talk too much crap on.
But Gen Zers do. They hate millennials.
I think Gen Zers hate millennials just because they're like the older
We're
ones.
the pioneers, damn it.
Yeah.
Screw TikTok. It's all about Vine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go on that one with you. But even then, like, I think millennials and Gen Zers like have similar humor comparative to like boomers and Gen X. So
Yeah.
we have the internet and meme culture together that we can all get along and laugh
started.
at. Yeah. Wow. All right. See,
started.
now they're gonna hate you.
That's okay.
Like, specifically.
I mean, I kind of compared like what's going on right now in society to just like the era of modern war. So like World War I and World War II, that changed literally everything in the world to just become
World War iPhone or
just
what?
and it sounds terrible because I mean they're really two different comparisons, but there also is things that came from World War II that shaped the great generation into what they are.
Yeah.
Which also in turn shaped like the boomers, who are the people who like believed in like love, like free love, and like push for progressive movements.
There's
and
very
for sure some.
There's
But the civil rights movement, but then it's also crazy to think that we're going to this thing again of like the civil rights, aspect of it, and that it's just like happening again, and there's people that are like against it when they lived through it in the first time, right?
Yeah.
And not maybe necessarily like against like civil rights, it's just more so like how it's happening. I don't know. It's complicated, man. Because I sometimes can hate millennials. I sometimes can, for sure.
I just think it's funny too when you see someone on the internet and be like, "Oh, millennials suck." I'm like, "Bro, you're like 30. You are millennial.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? Get out of here with
you
that."
guys, you're an old hipster is what it is at that point.
I think too, a lot of people really confuse older Gen Z people with millennials. Like they'll talk crap about people graduating or getting ready to graduate from college like now.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, all these entitled millennials." I'm like, "No, man, those are Gen Zers, man."
It's also crazy to see the consequences that the past generations have had on us. So even just like the advancement towards having education and making more affordable. So everyone started doing it. So therefore, like everything went up with it, right?
Yeah.
So now it's just like back to like square one of being like so expensive to just go to school. You can, but you're going to be in debt for fucking ever.
Yeah, I also think it's weird now that
So it's like
they
it's like
had that
boomer's fault.
Yeah, well, like again on that is like the older generations had that concept where they forced us into college. Like you have to go to college
Yeah.
or nothing's going to happen with your life. And that actually like
I mean, they weren't wrong. I get where they were coming from, but it's just the times are changing.
Well, on that aspect, it's like, okay, cool. But then you forced a lot of people into college that then turned to get like a lot of degrees where you don't get jobs from those degrees, you know?
Yeah.
Because they force kids into college. They just decided to create their own thing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's time.
yep.
Let us know what you guys think. I mean, not that we want to shit on any type of generation. I think it's just us understanding and realizing.
Kinda.
No, not really, man. I mean, everyone's is who they are, but and it's just from my perspective. But enough talk about that because that's breaking the rules.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Hi, yo, what up next?
Round 3.
Live music versus recording.
Ooh, yeah. Was that mine or yours?
I think it was mine because my ideas are awesome.
I don't know
So
about
basically, when
Agriculture.
agriculture, that was you.
That was
that
my
was all
idea.
you.
That was my idea.
So basically, with this, what we want to talk about is just the comparison between live music and recording.
Recording sounds better.
Sometimes
100% of the time, recording
depends.
sounds better.
When it comes to recording, it's all about production, and like you can have someone who can produce really well and make someone sound so good, i.e., the Black Eyed Peas,
Yeah.
that sound terrible live.
Yeah.
And-
You just proved my point. Thanks.
What?
Studio music always sounds better.
It depends on who's producing, though.
It doesn't. I think it always sounds better.
I mean, Rebecca Black,
Yeah.
that sounded terrible.
You think she sounds better live?
Santa Fe,
Yeah. Produced way better than live.
damn dog.
I'm just saying.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it sounds better, but live music
What do you
is
prefer?
definitely more in live music for sure.
Why is that?
It's more engaging and just the idea. I'm just getting all reminiscent, like things we used to be able to do.
Oh, look at us.
Yeah. Live music definitely can get you into the flow better.
When we were young.
And when you see all of the people around you doing the exact same thing at the exact same time you are and just enjoying the thing you're enjoying the most, there's nothing better than that. Just like energy from like thousands of people all at the same time.
Or 5.
Or 5. Depends if it's a local G show or not.
It's -3.
But I mean, if you're looking at it objectively, studio music will always sound better. But at the same time, live music, you get boom, one and done, one take. That's all you get. And if you
Yeah.
mess up, it's there forever, you know? Recording music, you're like, oops, messed up. Let's start over.
It makes it difficult too, just because like I regret not recording more often in the past 10 years, and that's more
Yeah.
of a confidence thing. I think when it comes to live music, is that you get it, like you say, you get an immediate reaction as to like how the song sounds or how it feels, and maybe not immediate because people will just always be nice and very, very warm to just, if they're there to support you, they'll probably give you that support, whether it's good or bad,
Yeah, for sure.
But I think with recording, it's different for me because it's like I can do as many takes as I want, but once it's out there, and if it sounds terrible, then it's like,
Yeah.
And so like it comes with something as simple as just listening to yourself, like and, like we talked about this before, like just listening to yourself, like recording it and just hearing your voice, and you're just like, nah, man, this doesn't sound good. And I overthink recording so much.
Yeah, that's why you have me here.
Yeah, but I mean,
To tell you, like, nah, it's fine.
but even just like
You still veto me, though.
I always do, yeah. Because it's like, for me, like recording, I want my voice to have that emotion, and I feel like it doesn't come out sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's just like collectively inexperience between both of us trying to, like, when we were working on that one song that's kind of top secret right now, and then we're like, hey, let's do it this way. And then you started thinking about how you wanted to present it, and it sounded like how we're like, hey, make it sadder, and you made it sadder, and it's like, oh,
Are you talking about good?
is that talk about that?
I mean, I've played it before.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like low key, like secret recording coming out soon or not.
The one thing I am enjoying about recording,
Because we're doing that by the end of the month.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
we got 15 days.
Crunch.
Crunch. The one thing I do like about recording is that it's challenging me to be different. It's challenging me to grow outside of what I'm doing. And not only that, it's making me work on like the beat. It's making me work on every aspect of it, and just instead of having just someone assume that.
Yeah, you kind of have your overall musicality getting raised because you have to like focus on like the drum part or
And rhythm.
Yeah, and the rhythm
Fucking
part.
rhythm. I didn't realize how terrible I was at rhythm until we started doing this. Well, actually, I knew that beforehand, but like it's still really bad.
We definitely talked about it before, and not even like vocally, but when we're on stage and you're playing something, I'm like,
When I get excited, yeah, it just goes.
yeah,
to
it's
shit
like,
really
hey, G,
quick.
you're like 13 beats faster than it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I hear like playbacks and I'm just like, oh god, like that's what I went through. But again, that's also why like live music is so good, because it's like
It's
what's good and bad.
I guess you feel the energy from the audience, and then you just project that out more.
Which for me, it's just playing faster. But I mean, like there's but that's also the bad thing about it is that, I mean, with the recording, you can have a controlled like metronome that goes through it. When it comes to live music, if you're not like on point with the beat, you're gonna play faster, you're gonna play slower, and that might just affect the performance overall as well. You won't notice it when you're doing it because you're so into the moment. But then like
I notice
you listen back, yeah, I see, but I don't. Like that was the one thing I struggled with 100%. So I love live music and I love doing it more than anything, but I need to get better about like recording.
I definitely think recording is harder.
But I think it opens the doors to perform better live.
I could see that. Yeah. I don't know. I think recording's harder, but then again, I've played hundreds of shows and only started like actively trying to record music, 6 months ago?
No, I think it was like 3.
Well, God, 2020 is taking forever. Yeah.
I
When
mean,
did we start doing that? Like get all this gear and stuff?
I think it was in July or
July?
August.
Oh, I guess it hasn't been that long. So,
Isn't that crazy?
And it could be just the inexperience at recording, and I just don't have the confidence like I do playing live, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why I'm saying playing live is easier.
I've always wanted to have people come in and like watch me like sing. Like so like when I'm recording, like have me sing. So there's like a couple of artists that actually used to do that. They're like, I can't sing if there's no audience in front of me. And then they would have an audience in front of them, that way it's like, oh, I had to sing well. Not that you wouldn't if there wasn't someone there, but just like mentally just having like people listen to you.
So you don't like singing in front of me in the closet?
I-
I don't count? Is that what you're saying? I don't count, G?
I'm in the closet and you're out here like producing.
I hope someone takes that out of context and just puts that all over the
I'm
internet.
recording in the closet while you're over here just
He's in
looking
the
at it.
closet. He got a gun.
Then I pull out my gun. Oh god. But yeah, I guess I'm automatically gonna say live music is far more. I enjoy it more because I've done it more. So,
Oh, definitely.
but I mean, even recording, like even the last song that we've been working on, I have 2 different versions that I had to sit down by myself and not have you around because I'm just like, I
Just
need
two?
to figure out. Yeah, but I mean,
We've had 7.
no, but like the one I've been working. Yeah, I guess, but like the ones that I'm actually cool with.
Yeah.
I mean, I've spent like 5 or 6 hours just to literally just lay down the beat and like a terrible bass track in the back.
Yeah, I'll fix that. Don't worry.
Yeah. So yeah, live music is fun. Recording is starting to be fun, but it's stressful.
Recorded music too. If you're in a certain situation, like if you go to the gym. Oh, and that's time.
Like when you go to the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when you go to the gym, you can still use recorded music to get energy out.
I thought you were doing something like just gonna say something obscure, like oh, and that's time.
Oh no, I had a point, but all right, let's get this going.
Get jiggy with it.
Round 4.
All right, G, you ready? It's gonna be agriculture all over again.
Why's that?
The next topic is hunting.
Oh no, that's fine. That's before agriculture.
Neither of us hunt, dude.
That's
Neither of us
even
are
better.
avid hunters. We literally know nothing about hunting except for the fact that you take a pew or a bow pew and you shoot an animal, and that's it. That's literally all I know about
Not
hunting.
just a animal. You have to have a tag for it.
Well, yeah, you get your thing to go shoot the specific thing.
Have you ever had the urge of hunting?
I've ever had a dream when.
Yes.
I mean, I'm so down to go hunting, but the problem is most people that go hunting that I know, I do not want to hang out with on a like, because there's So firstly,
So if you've ever asked Chris to go hunting, he says no. There it is.
well, there's some caveats. Like if I've never been camping with you, I'm probably not going to accept your hunting offer.
Why is that?
Because like it's kind of the same concept. So hunting is like camping with people, except you're hauling like guns and shit. So if you can't camp with someone when you're not trying to track an animal and carry a bunch of like weapons and like stuff like that, and then bring the animal back with you, then you're probably not going to enjoy hunting. You can't just enjoy camping with that person.
So
That's my
because
opinion.
so if we ever wanted like to have a trip, you wouldn't go with me unless we go camping first.
Like, I mean, you, I think, is different because you know just as much as I do. So we're going to probably end up shooting each other because we're fucking idiots. Pull a Dick Cheney or what?
Yeah. Well, it's also one like for me.
He shot his friend in the face, right?
And then the friend apologized.
That's right.
The
Anyway,
friend
sorry.
apologized.
That's also
just a
my
wild-
limited hunting
the
experience. Is Dick
wildest-
Cheney's story.
And Wedding Crashers.
Oh yeah, didn't he
Shoots
shoot
him in the
himself?
ass.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go hunting, honestly.
Yeah.
I've never killed an animal besides like spiders and mosquitoes, and I feel bad about that.
Also,
Actually,
those aren't animals. So
Well,
before the internet lights you up for being an idiot.
well, they're living. That's what I guess what it comes
you
down
don't.
to.
You haven't killed any living creatures besides
Mosquitoes. And,
actually important living creatures like spiders.
fuck spiders. I hate them.
Bruh.
I mean, I've killed a fish because it swallowed the hook, and they told me how to kill it, and I was just like, I'm so sorry. I was just traumatized.
I've been fishing a lot.
See, the first time I went fishing, I got a fine for fishing without a license
That's some.
at like a park here in Greeley. It was so stupid.
Yeah, dude, it's like a $10 like fishing license, even if that. Last
It was
time I got
$30.
Yeah, last time I got a fishing license was like 10 years ago, and it was like $5.
$5. No, it's like $35.
Well, you should always get a fishing license, not necessarily to go fishing, because that money directly goes back to Colorado Wildlife to help keep up all of the parks and stuff.
Or I
So
can just give them money.
yeah, you can do that too. But are you?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know how I feel about hunting. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm all for eating like meat.
You
Just
I've had elk once, and I thought it was all right.
elk's pretty good.
Yeah.
Buffalo's amazing.
Yeah, I think buffalo's all right.
What would you hunt if you did go hunting? Like realistically, and then we can go into like fantasies.
Honestly, probably elk or something like that. Something that I would actually enjoy eating. Because if I go hunt, like, I don't know, pheasant, I don't really like eating pheasant. So,
I've never had pheasant.
yeah. My family in Nebraska goes pheasant hunting every year, and they bring home pheasants and eat them. I'm like, I don't like pheasant. It's like bad chicken to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Unrealistically, what would you hunt?
I don't know, man.
You're a human.
Yeah, human. I don't know.
Bear?
I don't really. I'm not into trophy hunting. Like, I'm down to go hunting to actually like kill.
Well, this is
and
a
eat an
hypothetical,
animal.
though.
Even then, I can't even hypothetical that.
You'd hunt a bear with like a knife.
No, if I were to choose to go hunting, like in any form at all,
Yeah.
I'd probably learn how to shoot a bow because I'd love to go bow hunting. I think that would be so tight. But I can't shoot a bow to save my life, so that's probably not on the table at all. I can't shoot a gun to save my life, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll just podcast them to death, dude. That's what I'm bad at.
It's funny because I have a friend named Jared. Jared, shout out to you. I know you listen to the podcast.
You shout out so many friends every week. I shout out nobody.
I hope you're welding right now, you dick. He's the one that's like talked to me about hunting the most.
Yeah.
And I usually just tune him off. No, but I mean, but it's like I didn't know that you can only hunt like one. Like there's like a specific season. I thought it was always like, oh, like this, like it's like you watch like Looney Tunes and you're just like, oh, like it's like rabbit season or it's like deer season, and you think it's like, oh, it's like a season's worth of just hunting like deer, but it's actually just like a week or like a few days, and you have to like reserve like your specific day and stuff like that. And then it's like if you get lucky too, it's like
it's something to do with like breeding and stuff like that to make sure you control the population, but you control it at the right time.
Yeah.
So you don't kill off too many like bucks before they can mate and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I said, I know very, very little about hunting.
This is still going way better than agriculture, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because we're way better at talking now. If we pull agriculture again, I bet we can just talk about it for 7 minutes.
So I've always thought about this. Like, imagine the first person to see a cow and just being
it's
like,
I'm gonna eat that shit.
I'm gonna eat that. Yeah, but then it's also like, I've always wondered how it would be. This is kind of off topic, but not really. If we switch like the roles of cows and buffalo. So like buffalo was like our main like source of like beef, and then cows were like out in the wild, and you're just like driving by. And you're just like,
oh
my
shit,
God, stop. Yeah. Look at that. Look at this cow. Like, oh my God.
You think we'll still misidentify it like we do with buffalo?
Yeah, because it's bison.
Yeah, it's bison.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like, I never knew there was different types of cows out there. I thought they're all just cows.
I mean, they kind of are, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, there's like Angus and other cows.
and
milking cows.
And white cows and brown
Dalmatian
cows.
cows.
Yeah. Also, like, who would think, like, Yeah, that animal. I'm gonna go suck on his titty, get some milk.
There's like a joke that's out there that's like imagine the first guy who like did it's like, dude, you need to try this, and then it's like, is everything okay at home, Greg? Are you okay?
Are you okay? Yeah. But again, like I'm not an avid hunter. I'm not against hunting.
You can't say you're not an avid hunter if you're not a hunter at all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just clarifying.
You're just not a hunter.
I'm not an avid hunter. So what I was saying was like, I'm not an avid hunter. But I'm not against hunting. So I was going the two opposite spectrums to make a juxtaposition on how I'm describing it. It's called literary devices.
You think if we were cavemen, we'd be like the guys picking the berries?
No, man. If we were cavemen, we'd probably be the ones like
being fed to the bears to bring them out.
No, we'd be the ones like turning like dried skins into like drums and stuff.
Yeah, we'd be the music men for sure. Still as cavemen. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean the first like earliest instruments were just drums, dude.
Yeah.
Because you can bang anything. Oh, and that's time.
That's smooth.
What you got for me, G?
What you got? The last melon.
I don't get that
reference from Ice Age.
I don't.
The dodos.
Okay. Not to change topics, even though because we haven't really started this topic yet. I thought Ice Age was trash.
Ice Age is a good movie.
I think Ice Age is a trash movie.
You're a trash movie.
I mean, yeah, I am trash.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. I am trash.
Ice Age is all right. I liked it.
Ice Age sucks, dude. The first one gets a pass because it's the first one.
Yeah, it was revolutionary.
The 13 after that, dude, trash.
I have not watched anything outside of the first one, so I mean the franchise is trash, but the first one's pretty good.
I think just Ray Romano kind of sucks in that movie.
Hey.
It's funny. I think they cast him as the mammoth because he's so nasally, and they're just like, get it, long nose, and he sounds like, nah. Yeah, I think that's the reason they cast him.
Is that Homer or is that Ray Romano?
I think that's closer to Ray Romano for sure. If that was Homer, way off.
Way off.
Anyway, probably should move on.
Final
round.
Is
I'm excited for this one. Worst song request.
Oh, I think that's specifically for you.
I mean, you can kind of say like ideally, what would you hate to be requested?
Okay, I'm gonna
you know the generic ones too, though.
I'm gonna get this off my chest.
Do it.
It's not funny to yell Freebird.
Yeah.
No matter how ironic you think you're being, the joke is super played out. Please pick something else.
Don't say that shit at all. Like, come on.
No, say it. Just don't say Freebird.
No, because it's like no one wants to hear fucking Wonderwall. As you can tell,
does anybody even request Wonderwall?
Yeah, I mean, but that's like the
and
equivalent.
Here's Wonderwall.
Yeah, so Freebird obviously is like the top one.
Yeah, it's so fucking annoying.
Hate. I mean, it's also funny because I don't think anyone's who's saying it nowadays has ever listened to the full version of it.
Yeah.
Also, where did that originate from?
Dude, that's a fantastic question. I would love to look up the history of why people yell Freebird at shows.
It's so funny because I legitimately hate Leonard Skinner because of that. Like, there's some songs that are pretty cool, but I'll never listen to them because I'm just like, dude, no, these guys made Freebird and they just like make it really obnoxious to.
Yeah, I just don't like Leonard Skinner because they don't make good music.
So, and it's also named after a gym teacher, which is kind of cool.
I guess, dude. If that's what you're come away from that, it's named after a gym teacher. I guess
again,
that's fine.
I don't listen to them, so I mean I can give two shits. Like Simple Men,
yeah.
It's like whatever, like it's fine, whatever.
Yeah, but, I mean that's probably one of their best songs, but it's still not like a solid song.
I mean, Sweet Home Alabama is actually a pretty good song.
Get the front out of here.
It's a pretty good song. Like production and overall like sound of it, it's a pretty good song. See, worst song request. I can name mine right off the bat. Don't Stop Believing. I hate when they ask for that one.
I ask for that all the time from you.
And these are more songs that I'm just like I don't want to learn them, and I definitely won't.
You already know. Don't Stop Believing.
Wonderwall. I refuse to learn that one.
Hold on, I'm moving my mic, so there's going to be mic sound.
Living on a Prayer. I get that one a lot.
Bon Jovi?
Yeah, anything Bon Jovi really. You guys trash.
I don't disagree, but it's still funny.
WAP. That's the new Freebird.
Is WAP the new Freebird?
I get that. I got that so much when it first came out. I'm just like, I refuse. Like, I actually have like an idea for how to make it a cover. I refuse to do it.
Dude, okay. I guess going on WAP, one thing that I hate so much is people like genre twisting like rap songs. And it's like, okay, it's cool, man.
I don't do that.
You play acoustic guitar and you're going to, play WAP and you make it all folksy. Like, cool. I get it. Fine. Whatever. And then like 2 days later, oh, you're a country singer. Oh, you're going to Countrify WAP. Like, okay, we get it. You can do it. Save that for some like live shit. Stop doing it on like clickbaity ass shit. It's so
dude, no,
fucking
but
annoying.
It's all about the likes. No one cares
It's
about
so
live shows
annoying,
anymore.
man. It's like not even like creative like content at all.
I will say that there's one person who remixed WAP and he did it like all 80s synth funk and it was sick.
That's because 80s synth funk is just sick in general. I guarantee, well, I don't guarantee because I don't know what you're talking about, but he probably had like the idea for a normal song in his head and just said WAP over the top.
No, it's actually, I would listen to it. I'll show it to you later.
Nah, you already showed it to me, I think. And I still stick to my guns that those covers are just so annoying. I'm not saying they're necessarily bad, but they're definitely annoying.
I'm trying to think of what other covers I don't like that people request.
You know who fucked it up was Dynamite Hack when they covered.
I don't even know who that is.
They did that acoustic version of that Eazy-E song, "Rolling Down the Street in my 6'4".
Sure.
Yeah,
I think Ty Brace is singing it all the time.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
So
God, that sounded like I was just throwing shit at Ty. No, I'm just saying like, oh, that's like how I remember it. Anyways.
yeah, but they were one of the first people I've heard to do a genre twist on rap like that. And this was like way back in like 2000. And I think they set the trend and ruined rap for me forever. Just white dudes with acoustic guitars doing rap covers is fucking annoying.
You know what I hate when people request is Piano Man.
Oh, just, yeah.
I feel like I can't play it. I'm just like, that's not like, no. Just stop.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I think it's funny that's Mark's topic because I think Piano Man, he gets like people know he plays harmonica.
Yeah.
So they like push him on stage. Like, hey, go see if they play Piano Man and play your harp with them. And he's like, oh, fine, whatever. He's just a natural performer that he just like does it.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I don't think he's desensitized like we are to performing yet.
right. He'll get there.
Yeah, he'll get there.
Oh yeah, I hate when people ask for like songs that obviously are not like in the same type of like form that I'm singing. So like I'll get like Metallica. I'll get
you're playing acoustic guitar and singing like
I'm just like, dude, like
play Ride the Lightning, dude.
Yeah, just ding, 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 ding. I was like, dude, I just
Yeah,
had
it's
Jack
not Ride the
Johnson.
Lightning, but that's fine.
I don't. Then it doesn't matter. It's Metallica. They're trash, anyways.
I completely agree. Fuck Metallica.
But yeah, but it's just like
Side note Metallica story. So we were at trivia once, and the question was, which band has played on all continents in the entire world? And I look at my buddy, and I'm like, what band is douche? Or he asked me, like, what band is douchey enough to play on every continent in the entire world? And I just like dead ass looked him in the face. I'm like, Metallica. Guess what? The answer was Metallica.
yeah,
All right, you can continue now.
I forgot my
story.
thought.
Good.
Because you kept on talking about Metallica for some
Good. You
stupid
did that to
reason.
me last week, so I know I hate Metallica, yet I'm still talking about Metallica.
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 Is there any songs that like you would just be annoyed if someone asked you to play? Besides Freebird?
I guess not necessarily songs specifically, but when people like, I guess this is not going a song, but like tropey things to yell at a bass player is like when people say like slap the bass or something like that. I'm like, haha, yeah, very funny, man. Cool. That's kind of what bothers me.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like, there's just a few songs I'm just like, I really don't want to play this for you guys, and I've gotten better about that. Like, I remember "Take Me Home,
By
Country."
saying no or just playing songs like
No.
a good dancing monkey you are.
No, there's some songs that I think I should have learned earlier, especially now, like with everything going on. Like, there's some songs that I can appreciate more. So, like, "Sweet Caroline," I learned recently. I'm not a big fan of the song, but the way it gets the crowd going. Yes, Jesus. Anyways. But like things like that, like I didn't like singing them until I realized what that does, like how that helps people. It's like Christmas songs. I used to hate singing Christmas songs until like
It's just 'cause
this
you hate
year.
Christmas because you don't have a soul and your heart's too
This
small.
year it changed everything because I know the
This
joy
year
that
your
would
heart grew
bring.
3 sizes.
Shut up! I got like 3 seconds left. God damn it, Chris! I can't finish my sentence.
Fine. Go.
No.
You have 5
Timer's up.
seconds. Go.
I don't break the
Go.
rules here.
Go. You've broken the rules so many times. I don't know what you're talking about breaking the rules.
Sorry, you guys. I couldn't finish my thought process because stupid Chris was talking about my soul.
Oh, that's repay from last week when you just shit all over me for not being Mexican enough for you or whatever you said. I don't
true.
remember.
It's true, and yet I got a bunch of beans from your mom, so that makes no sense.
My mom, who's white, okay, so I guess let me break down this story real quick before we sign off. My dad's parents live in Nebraska, and they still know a bunch of local like bean farmers. So my grandpa, I don't know if he helps him out or something like that, but they like give him partial payment in beans and stuff. So we literally got 30 pounds of just straight from the field beans. And first person I hit up was G. I was like, yo, G, you want some fresh beans? He's like, hell yeah, dude. And now they're just sitting in his car.
My favorite though was today. I saw his mom and she's all like, "Make sure you give G some beans." And I was like, "Why? Because I'm Mexican and you know that we like beans because they're pinto. I mean, if they're black beans,
they are pinto beans.
they're black beans. They can go fuck themselves. Black beans are gross.
Dude, how dare you?
Those are white beans, dude. I
They're
can't.
actually Cuban beans, bro.
Okay, well, who conquistador? I guess we're in the same boat.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, you're still equal percentage of
So
Spaniards.
if y'all need beans, hit up Chris and his mom. They got
I don't have that many bags to give away.
They got that bean game going.
So we have 30 pounds of beans. I think we're giving away like 5 pounds in a bag or something like that. So we're only giving away like 3 bags.
What's crazy to think about
we
is
still need beans.
What's crazy to think about is that your grandpa probably has way more beans at his house. He's just like, dude,
we only got 30 pounds.
He has like a truckload. He's just like, oh, what am I gonna do with all these beans?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're.
Yeah. I don't know. Was that like Jerry Seinfeld?
That was more like Barney Rubble.
Hey, what are we gonna? No, it's Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear, dude.
It's Yogi Bear.
Hey, what are we gonna do
with beans? Hey, boo boo, you want some beans? Like
that was like Yogi Bear and Obama at the end. We're so bad at impressions, but we know exactly what we're like. Not what we're going for, but what it sounds like.
Like what it like. Yeah, you're going for this, but you actually sound like this.
Yeah, going for Yogi Bear comes out.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey,
you
boo-boo.
wanna? You gotta do the hand thing.
Dude, anytime I do a Trump impression, I have to like squint my eyes and like do the little like pinch my fingers together and it's like tremendously.
That's such a terrible.
I didn't warm up to it. It's fine.
That's a terrible. That's a terrible.
You're telling
impression.
me mine is terrible. Look at your impression.
Now, hold on.
Your impression, no.
Hold on.
No, China.
Now, that's not really good. That was good. See, that was good.
Your impressions, trust me when I say your impressions are bad impressions.
You're an idiot.
Because my impression. We've lost everybody.
That's not good.
Dude, should we do an entire
Just a podcast like this, talking
presidential
like this?
debate and just you be Obama and
now-
I'll be Trump?
Now, when it comes to live music, I prefer it more than recording.
Recorded music is the best. I know recorded music is the best because, trust me, a tremendous amount of people that I know are really good at recording music, and they wouldn't lie to me.
Oh my God,
that
we're
it's the
losing
best.
people. Just I can see it. I'm not even looking. I just our
We're done.
our sponsorships went just down the drain.
Want sponsorships?
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Hey, if you want to sponsor us, definitely make sure to contact us.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll give you a nice, decent rate.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. You know what? If you guys are enjoying the podcast, we'd love to help promote local business or anything you want to promote it there that's appropriate. No OnlyFans.
Some OnlyFans.
Sorry, Jacob.
That was very specific.
I don't even know.
Well,
yeah.
we should probably go ahead and sign off. I do
Screw it.
have to get up and go snowboarding tomorrow. But like always, guys, thanks for listening.
Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube.
And if you're listening on Spotify or any other podcast apps, make sure to click that follow button.
And rate us if you can.
Definitely help us out a lot. Get this podcast going. I know we're only on episode 10.
10.
We have a lot more content coming at you guys, and we definitely want to get this more out to the masses because we think we're hilarious. Please let G know if you think he's not funny like I do.
Hey, quick shout out to a couple of people that I know are listening, or hopefully listening. I want to give a shout out to Megan. Megan, she owns the coffee place. Wow, I can't think of the place, and she's not going to listen anymore.
Yeah,
Brightside Coffee.
I was like, you just ruined it, dude.
She's wonderful, and she listens and she sends suggestions as well. Mark, I hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, Mark always listens every week. Joe,
good old Joe.
Yeah, Joe listens every week. He sends me text too. He got kind of mad about the Ginger Dead Man comment. He's like, firstly, that's a horror comedy. They get very
Why
confused.
does he sound like Trump, dude? Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
That's my bad, Joe. I didn't mean to make you sound like Trump. That was my bad.
Who else is out there? Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk,
Dude,
hit us
thank
up.
you so much for listening, man. We do appreciate it. But hey, you guys have a good week, and we'll have one more for Christmas.
Yeah, and if we didn't shout you out, that doesn't mean we don't love you. We just
don't like
literally
you as
did this off the cuff and didn't write any names down.
We don't like you as much.
G doesn't like you as much. I like everybody equally. Not at all.
He hates everyone.
But anyway, thanks for listening, guys.
Hey, you guys.
I hope you have a good one. I guess should we still have an outro? Because that's probably still be talking about how you're still sitting in that.
What the fuck?